If you think that a cause and cure for MS haven't been found in over 158 years because scientists aren't smart enough, you should think again. I used to have relapsing remitting MS like many of you watching this video. I used to get down on my knees and pray that one day there would be a news flash. News at 11. We found it. Come on down and get your cure. Yeah, I stopped holding my breath. I started on once daily injection of Copaxone. Lasted about 6 months, moved to Rebif for another 6 months. I averaged about 106-degree fever 3 times a week. I lasted about a year on Avonex and was thrilled to only have to inject once a week. I liked it so much I joined their auto-injector clinical trial because stabbing the wrong amount of white meat, not a problem I wanted anyone else to suffer through. But because I was in that trial, I got first dibs on a once-monthly drug called Zimbrita. To go from once a day to even just once a month, I was in heaven. But sometimes all good things come to an end. Yeah, they pulled the drug in 2017 locally and it was gone globally by 2018. Complications. Here's the part they don't advertise. When you come off of a drug, you go cold turkey for 6 months before starting another disease-modifying therapy. As my mind and body declined more each day, the thought of no drugs horrified me. I decided to take the battle to MS. I was tired of getting my ass kicked by MS. And did I mention I'm an auditor? But sometimes even cold turkey can taste good. So I decided to audit MS. Nothing was out of scope. And I had 24/7 access to the best data set ever. Me. Auditors don't guess. We investigate. And one of the first things we do, we pull prior year work papers. Because if something happened before, someone probably documented it. Auditors don't stop at identifying the problem. We solve for what's missing. When you know the criteria, the condition, the consequences, and the corrective action, you can isolate the variable. And MS, that missing variable, is the cause. So I went back, not decades, not centuries, millennia. Ancient physicians documented symptoms that look a lot like MS, and some of their treatments may have targeted the same 5 triggers we're uncovering today. Maybe the ancients weren't curing MS, but they were treating the conditions that create it.
We recorded weakness, speech loss, and relapsing paralysis. We did not name the illness, but we preserved its pattern.
Ianatum, guard this knowledge of the illnesses of the mind with your life. Remember, share, cure.
I will follow your commands.
We asked if weakness would return, if paralysis would persist. Across time, we documented recurring neurological disorder.
Balance is the key to health. Remember, share, and cure.
I organized earlier observations into a diagnostic system, distinguishing temporary events from persistent neurological impairment.
This is tablet 26, detailing the victim. Always put your patients first. Remember, share and cure.
I preserved thousands of medical tablets. Within them were records of paralysis, recurrence, and chronic dysfunction.
I am king of the world. Remember, share, and cure my people with this information of the mind. Without people, there could be no world. And without a world, no king.
I thought that disease was imbalance, yet chronic weakness, tremor, and relapsing symptoms were clearly observed.
Remember, share, and cure. Though others have come before you, you shall be known as the father of medicine. Protect your child always.
I correlated tremor, speech disturbance, and plaques in the nervous system, and gave the condition its name, multiple sclerosis.
We have been waiting for you. At some point you forgot what we shared, but the causes and cures are still here. Have a seat.
Patients have not always been treated as our biggest stakeholders. We are working to change that. Maximizing profits for our investors was never meant to minimize you.
There have been 4,267 years of recorded history regarding MS symptoms and treatments, up to the time it officially received its name. For context, the first known pyramids were built a little over 200 years before then, and several were built afterwards. As I said in the beginning, it's not that doctors aren't smart enough and that the answers haven't been found and documented. We have to become the largest stakeholders of our health and our wellness, as the best return on this investment called life is to be well lived and to the fullest. So remember, share and cure.